Hello, friends. Welcome back to Grow My Business, the podcast where we talk about sales, business growth, and time management so that we can all increase our sales in less time. I'm Dr. Lindsay Fletcher. I am your sales expert, but also I'm a recovering hustle culture junkie, and I'm going to help you develop the skills that you need to actually hear what your clients want and need so that you can solve their problems and grow your business without working 24/7. If that resonates with you, would you please hit the follow button wherever you are listening to this podcast? I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're a longtime listener, I would love for you to leave me a review on Apple or Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you're listening. I would appreciate your feedback. Okay, today I want to talk about community for women in small business. Now, last week I was a speaker at a conference for women in business called the Growth Summit here locally in the Houston area. And there were about 200 women in that room from all around Houston. And let me tell you, God was in that room. He showed up and showed out. And I cannot wait to see and hear what he does in the lives of the women that were at that conference and what he's going to do in their businesses. I am following along. So if you are in that room, please do connect with me because I want to hear about all of it. I don't think that I quite have words yet, and it's been a couple of days, but I don't think I quite have words for exactly what happened during that conference. So I'm just going to read the caption that the founder, Lori Gasca, posted after. She wrote, "The third annual Growth Summit is a wrap. We laughed, we cried, we dropped some old baggage. We learned business, faith, and personal skills. We hugged, we healed, we stood for our sisters, and we launched a blooming for the kingdom." Now, if you are local to Houston, or listen, even if you aren't local to Houston, we have planes that come in and out of this area, right? And you want to come next year, we'd love to have you there. So save the date for April 24th, 2026. Okay. One of the most important and beautiful things that women find in conferences like this is community. And being a part of a community has some major advantages. And I wanted to be sure that you know that we aren't meant to do this entrepreneurship thing, this small business thing by ourselves. And you will try to convince yourself at some point in your life, because I've done it probably many times. If you haven't already, you will try to convince yourself that you don't need community and that you are just fine being alone. And this is especially the case for my introverted friends, those that refresh during their alone time or recharge during their alone time. I don't want you to let the extroversion, and I'm using air quotes, I don't want you to let that extroversion of community deter you from being a part of a group of women who support you, push you, and want to see you win. So I made a list of all of the reasons that you need to be a part of a community of women in small business, or just a community of women who are also in the same life stages of you, whether that's in small business, in motherhood, in marriage. Building and creating community or finding community is so super important. And it's a biblical concept. It is the way God designed us to live our lives, is in community. So here's the list. For your business, community is a place where you can share knowledge and expertise. You can gain access to wisdom, to practical advice, to real world solutions from other people who understand what you're going through. For business, that means the challenges of running a business and wearing all of the hats, especially in the beginning, right? There's also networking opportunities. You can build relationships that lead to collaborations, partnerships, referrals. If you are in business, you are in relationship building business. And if you're not, you should be. Another reason is accountability. It helps you stay motivated and on track with your goals, because if you connect with other like-minded women, they will hold you accountable. And that's what we all need. We need accountability. Another reason for your business to build community is resources and tools. You can learn about new things in the world. You can learn about strategies and resources that can help you work smarter, not harder. That's the whole goal of this podcast, is to work smarter, not harder. And then, of course, the expanded visibility. Once you start widening your net and you start looking for people to meet and you start expanding your circle, I'm not talking your inner circle. I'm just talking expanding the number of people that you know and the number of businesses that you know. You can start leveraging the group to promote your business, your products, or your services while supporting others in the community. It's a two-way street, building relationships, right? Now, there are also just advantages of being in a business community or a women's community just as a human being, right? And especially if we're in small business. Small business is hard. It is not for the weak. I've said that a million times on this podcast. But one of the reasons that you should join a community is for emotional support. There is nothing like being a part of a group of women who know what you're going through or have been where you are standing, who have been in your shoes. They know the highs and lows of being a business owner, and it really reduces the feeling of feeling like you're the only one, that you're an isolated situation and everyone else has it together, because newsflash, we do not, right? Another reason is inspiration and motivation. You can be inspired by other women's stories, their successes, and the resilience that you will see inside of a community. That can help you fuel your own drive, your own ambition, and help you to meet your goals. Another reason to join a community is confidence building. I am not kidding when I tell you that joining a group of women who are in the trenches with you, they will help you grow your confidence. They will help you learn what you need to know. They will contribute to your success, and they will celebrate with you, even if the win is just a tiny little thing or what you think is a tiny little thing. Being in a group of women who are in the trenches with you will help you build confidence. Another reason to join a community or to be a part of a community is, and this one might be one of my favorites, is that work-life balance or work-life harmony. This is important because other women are juggling the same things that you're juggling. They're juggling marriage, they're juggling kids, they're juggling their small business, they're juggling being a part of a life group or a church or volunteering here or running their kids there or having doctor's appointments to go to, right? We can really gain insights from others on how to navigate that delicate balance between personal and business and personal and professional lives. And these women can offer fresh perspectives. They can offer you strategies. And that's something that we talk about here a lot on this podcast. And the last reason that I want to share with you is just a sense of belonging. Feeling like you are connected to a community and that you are a part of a group of people who actually care about you and actually want you to succeed is just a blessing. When you are part of a community, you can align your values and passions and goals within the women, within the group, right? And this kind of community isn't just about business. It's about creating a supportive space where you can thrive as an entrepreneur and as a person. And knowing that you're not alone on the journey is probably the best part. So if you don't have a community or you'd like to expand your reach and network, I would love for you to join my online community for women in small business. I will link it in the show notes. We do all sorts of fun things inside of our community. We have a leadership team that hosts monthly workshops in their respective areas of expertise. We provide support, and it's a place that you can share about your business and ask others what they are using, how they're doing this certain thing, or just bounce ideas off of each other. It's a great place to make connections. And with over 1,000 women already inside the community, you are bound to meet somebody that you click with. Maybe you'll even find your small business bestie in there. Seriously, it's a great group of women, and we'd be honored to have you in there with us. Whatever kind of community you are looking for, whether that's small business, motherhood, marriage, whatever that looks like for you, whatever type of community it is that you feel like you need, seek that out, find it. And if you are a woman in small business, and I'm assuming you are if you're listening to this podcast, please do join my Women in Business community. It's a place that we come together and we support each other, and we would love to have you inside. As always, I'm praying for you and I'm praying for your business. I'll talk to you next time.